everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Manor Lords. Alright, let's get to looking here. And I have done some thinking here. And we are currently at 94% approval rate. That is crazy. Oh, just popped to 87 here. And we have claimed a region right here. And we are developing this, but as we look to the general direction that this game is going here, we're sitting at 474 treasury right here. The King's Tax is going to cost us 477. Now it's popping up red here, which means that we cannot make good on that payment, which is rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. And that got me thinking, like, wow, we really need to work on our economy here. And that got me thinking, okay, oh, actually there's some outlaws right here. It's probably best to get that going here. Not sure what they're doing there. Do we... Yeah, let's have 4 people. Or 4 parties. And that got me thinking here. See, we can go continue this game, or we can have some lessons learned from this game, which I want to use this episode to discuss, and then maybe go into Season 2 right away, because I'm thinking we're kind of on the back foot here. We're sitting on a lot of influence, but we have no more regions to claim here. Now, I have seen what happens when you try to claim this with influence. Actually, we can do it here. It's no problem. Can we do this? Is that gonna cost or cause us to go to war with the adversary right here? I'm curious. But yeah, as I was saying here, we could go immediately into Season 2 and put into effect all the lessons that we've learned here, because this has been a very interesting first game here. But we definitely made a lot of choices that did not necessarily pan out in our favor here. So, for instance, we claimed 2 regions at the same time, but we did so very late, and that's really gonna cost us a lot of development here. The gauntlet has been thrown, okay. Enemies declared. Hildebold von Bernreuther. I can make it worthwhile if you drop all your claims. No, thank you. Do we write back, actually? What are our options here? Okay, we can negotiate. We can end this squabble for a small payment. Offers peace and abandon all claims toward the recipient's regions in return for treasury. Okay, we have to pay them here. No, thank you. So we're gonna have to fight him, and he's gonna come out with an army that is very large here, I'm assuming. So being that this is going to be sort of a recap episode instead of an actual finale here, because I do not want to draw this game out and try to overcome all the issues while we're on the back foot here. I'd rather start a new season and really try hard this time. Let's get the whole army here. Just to see how we would do, how we would fare against these bandits. Yeah, we're losing. Where's this battlefield? Oh, right here. Is he already in here? I don't think so. Alright. Anyway, so we're going to use this episode as sort of a recap of lessons learned. Now, of course, the start of the game was pretty good. We were a little slow in growing here. And what that means is we did not get our additional family, or our first family that joined our region, until July here. But I think for the most part we landed on our feet. We started with the granary, and I think that was good. Get all the bread inside. But we really can improve a lot here. So let's move up the army. The enemy has been spotted. Oh, that seems semi-doable as another unit comes out of the woods right there. We do have a rather large army. If it's only this, we may be... Yep, those are actually large companies, 36, and they're going... They may burn down this city right here for the second time. Those poor people. Okay, we may want to turn around here. Let's not fight these outlaws. Are they gonna set this town on fire here? Okay, let's get the retinues. Have them sit in the front right here. Let's do one final battle just to see how we do. We can get the range units. Maybe like this, right? Where's that second retinue? They're relatively close, but we only have 24 retinue in total here. He has one retinue that's larger than the both than both of our retinues combined here. Let's go here. Let's see what happens here. After which, we can continue our discussion here. Oh, really? Okay, let's have the retinue tag them. You go there. That actually went better than I thought, although the outlaws are right in our tails. Okay, those are taken care of. I think we better regroup here. Fighting on two fronts just took on a completely different meaning right here. And I thought we were going to lose. To our adversary here, but I'm guessing we won. But now we're fighting the barbarians too. I don't really know. Does that mean that they can't see?
Here we go, boy.
Can't really tell if we're winning, but it's looking good. Yes, I think we're winning this. The battle for Leidenfeld. Oh, there we go, but Spear Militia took quite a beating here. Everything got pretty damaged. So the battlefield is going to be here. It's going to be terrible. Because we're already quite damaged here. Yeah, anyway, so I think we can keep the start the same here. And I've been thinking about the setup with the houses and having them be close to all the important buildings such as the granary. So we may want to change up how we build our cities here. I do like the blocks of 5. when it comes to the Burgage plots, and the outer ones being... Oh, the battle begun. Curious to see what this is gonna look like. But anyway, yeah, this episode is going to be a mess here. And I apologize, but this is definitely something I haven't really done ever, and that we are ending the series, or the first season rather, somewhat prematurely. But I think the gameplay is going to be more important. This was all about discovery here, and should we do a second season, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, there's going to be a lot of things that we want to do here. I want to start claiming these regions as soon as I can, because having a large population, that is very important. Okay, we lost some King's favor, it seems like. We have 2 retinue and 4 spearmen fighting 28 archers here. In the woods too. Quite curious to see how that's gonna go. Oh, the big retinue scared the archers away. Do we want to run? Yeah, let's do it. There we go, bro. We actually won. Peace declared. I would have never thought that that was a possibility. That is crazy good. Okay, somehow we won this fight. I don't know what did it. I was fully expecting us to lose. I was actually rather sure of it. Not only did we win, but we defeated the outlaws in the same battle here, fighting on 2 fronts. Anyone picking up a history book would know that that's bad. Terrible, in fact. But yeah, somehow this worked out here. Nonetheless, I also do not want to be... Let's see, can we pull this up here? I do not want to be focusing our farm fields in a very specific way here. So they're all looking semi-odd. I do like the elongated shape of these farm fields. I think I want to keep that because we have a upgrade right here. Heavy plow, and that enables oxen at the farmhouse for significantly faster plowing of large fields, as well as bringing crops back to storage more efficiently. And we're gonna really play for these upgrades as well, so we want to start upgrading buildings as soon as we can. These level 3 burgage plots really do a lot of good things for us, but I do not want to be building them in such a way that they completely overlap all the greens here. So we may even want to go into yellow territory. That may look good. And we definitely want to keep building on these reddish areas right here. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I'm not really sure which ones belong here. Cannot do you. So that probably means that you're from this region. I can disband you. Oh yeah, that's good. And everybody is disbanded. So yeah, there are really a lot of things here. We do need to keep trading here. I did some research as to how the treasury really works. Influence going to be very important. I also kind of liked how we took care of the bandit camps as soon as possible here, because that really, well, I wouldn't want to say force the hand of our adversary, but the fact remains is that if they don't fight them, they also do not get the treasury and the influence. So that's definitely something I want to do here. But yeah, that's going to be very, very important for the next game. We want to start claiming as many regions as possible, and as soon as we claim the region, we want to start building here. So there's going to be a lot of juggling. There's really going to be a lot of juggling in the next episode, or rather next season. And we do want to focus on getting all types of food sources, all kind of food sources in here, which means we're going to have to border between regions, because I believe we don't have berries here. We do have wild animals, that's nice. We also do not seem to have berries here. We do have them here, so we're going to have to barter with something else here. Also know that the trade value plays a significant part in what we're going to do. But yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting here. May even want to spend a little time on the layout here, because we should be able to get a lot more burgage plots and a lot more people living in our town. Now the reason for me, as I'm thinking right now, why we would want a lot of people is we need a lot of recruits to fill our armies. And I have seen von Berenreuter, the adversary, really show up with a lot of forces here. Now we got a good army going. We have 2 retinues. One is not so strong, but the other one is. We have some spearmen, those were for the early games, and we have 4 crossbowmen. So these crossbow are actually very, very powerful. But we're gonna need a lot of recruits, and that's gonna require us rather to have a lot of people living here. Not only that, but if we have a lot of people, we should be able to get an enormous amount of food. And so far we've done good. A real testament to the backyard extensions here. So I may want to reuse that as well. Let's see here. We can go actually off this entire top bar here. We do want to keep growing. Of course, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about something else right now. And that is that if we build these blocks in the next season again, I think we may want to focus on getting the outside burgage plots with the large backyards for the apples and the vegetables right here. We want to have those up first. That's what I'm thinking. Because let's say we have 5 houses built, the outer ones being large burgage plots for the growing of vegetables or apples. But if people move in the middle buildings first, then we cannot grow vegetables, because we actually need someone to live there for that to happen. So I do want to stress building the outside burgage plots first. Of course, we also have lessons learned with the pastures. Of course, we need to manage. Let's see, can we, yeah, let's see, fisherman here. Or the butcher. Do we have a butcher here? We do. We really need to focus on production limits, because we slaughtered a lot of sheep, which we paid a lot of money for, and I was hoping to regenerate that with the sheep breeding here, but we cut into our sheep population a little too hard here. And also, let's see here. Yeah, I think we delayed the building of the church in favor of our manor. And I'm not sure if that's the correct way to go, because I'm hoping that we can recruit spearmen here without the retinue, and maybe we can use this spearmen to fight barbarian camps. And with the money we make from raiding their home base, so to speak, if we have that money, we can hire mercenaries to do the work for us, and that way we do not really miss a lot or miss out on a lot of people that can work in our town as soon as we disband the unit. Because losing people in the army as soon as we disband them, that's also gonna cut into our productivity here. And oh, by the way, the reason for me looking at this number right here, because I think this just dropped royal tax. And this is, from what I've read at least, this is a product of the number of people that live here. So we have 259 people. And that's really what drives this royal annual tax here. Now what drives our treasury is taxes, of course, and what actually gets taxed is our regional wealth. So if we have like 10% taxes, it's going to take 10% of the regional wealth and puts it into our treasury. So I was not too sure about that. I thought that was the case, but we got that verified. And of course, sitting on 3,500 influence right now, that is not a good idea. So yeah, there's a lot of things we can improve on in the next episode. I'm also gonna keep on playing slow, just to make sure that we set ourselves up to snowball in the later episodes here. Town outlay is also going to be very important. Probably should have built a forester's hut sooner than I did before. That way we can keep on regenerating forests that we can cut down. Firewood may also be a very good way to make some early game money. And the reason that I'm bringing that up, because we've had a slow start in terms of building our units here, or rather building our buildings. And the one bottleneck that we faced is that we need timber to go to the burgage plots as they're being built. And obviously timber can only be transported by oxen, and I saved a lot of regional wealth in the beginning just so we can get our bowyer's shop up, or rather start producing bowyers or bows, as well as purchasing a dedicated trade route. But I don't know, we could start off slow in that region just to purchase an ox right from the get-go. That's gonna make our city development so much faster here. But yeah, I think for a first playthrough, this went okay, I guess. I do not feel too bad ending this season right here, although I would like to follow up with a total victory over our adversaries, but I'm thinking that that's going to be too much of a drawn-out game here. Should we risk one more war? Request funds. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't know. We can try all kinds of things right now. So yeah. Interesting. I really, really like this game. I really do. And these discovery seasons are kind of slow. And we are trying to figure things out as we go here. But I think the dynamics of this game are just complex enough. I really, really like it. Let's see if we can get an answer from Baron Reuter before the episode ends here. Yeah, I've been talking for 23 minutes. That's crazy. Sorry for that. Alright. We can have another cinematic view of our town here before we let go. Yeah, I don't know what to think about the shapes of these farmlands here. I really like that town off in the distance though, in that other region. That looks so good. That looks very, very good. Not sure what type of map I want to be playing though. Maybe we should go for one more game on this Germanic valley. It just looks so nice. I've seen the other valleys too, or other maps I should say. The one with the rivers, that looks amazing too. But let's see how this is gonna go out here. Have we heard anything from Baron Reuter? Okay, so far none. Still cannot believe that we were able to successfully beat two armies where I was thinking we're gonna lose to even one. That is crazy good. Yeah, disapproval. Also, I have been taxing my people rather quickly, and I don't think that's that worked out in our favor here, because that stifles growth. and we can make treasury by raiding bandit camps, but I want to hold off on taxes, or I probably want to try holding off on taxes as long as we can here, for the sole reason that in the beginning we can make treasury by raiding these bandit camps, and the more people we can get in, if we do not charge any taxes, the more people we can tax later. Like if we feel like we've grown enough, then we can start cranking up the taxes and hurting our approval a little bit or a lot, depending on how much we tax them, of course. But I think the more people we can get in, let's check to see here. We have plus 10 from the church, plus 9 from market clothing, and market food is also plus 9. So yeah, the more people we can get in here, the more types of food we can get in, the higher the approval is going to go. So more people, that's going to be later, or that's going to be better for late game here. I think that's going to be quite the interesting dynamic to check out here. So yeah, season 2 is all going to be about learning. Again, not so much discovery though, because I do think that we have learned a lot of things here. Alright, yeah, I've been talking your ear off for so long here. Let's just admire our work here. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad for a first game. It's okay, it's halfway acceptable. For those of you who've played this game before and are a lot further on the experience, this may have been quite the challenge to watch, but I think we should be doing fine, assuming that we can learn from the lessons in season 1 here. Alright, so with that said, I'd like to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the second season as well. Thanks everyone.